Picture this. A king, not just any king, but a king with 50 wives. Yes, you heard it right, 50 wives. Welcome to a tale of a unique kingdom, nestled in the heart of Africa, where the sun kisses the earth with an exotic warmth. Our story revolves around a king, but not just any king. This king was a man of unusual charisma and charm, a man who held the hearts of 50 wives. This king ruled a vibrant kingdom, a place rich with tradition and cultural practices as diverse as the African landscape itself. Every sunrise brought with it a new story, and every sunset, a fulfilling conclusion. But the most intriguing tale of all was the king's marital situation. Now you might be wondering, 50 wives? How could that be possible? Well, in this particular kingdom, it was a common practice for the king to have multiple wives. This practice was not born out of mere lust or desire, but out of a deep-rooted cultural belief. The king's wives were seen as a symbol of his power and wealth, a testament to his influence and leadership. But it wasn't just the cultural practice that led to the king's vast marital empire. It was the king's personal charisma, his charm, that made him irresistibly attractive. He had a way with words, a knack for making everyone feel valued and heard. His laughter was infectious, his wisdom profound, and his love limitless. Each of his 50 wives held a special place in his heart, and he in turn held a special place in theirs. Yet the question remains, how did this all start? How did one man end up with 50 wives? It's a tale as intriguing as the king himself, a story that weaves through the intricate tapestry of cultural practices, personal charm, and the unique dynamics of a kingdom. So hold on to your seats as our story unfolds. One might wonder, how did this all start? How did one man end up with 50 wives? Well, hold on to your seats as our story unfolds. Every story has a beginning, and so does our king's. His first wife, his first love. Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, in a village teeming with life and love, a young king, brimming with youthful charm, crossed paths with a maiden as radiant as the morning sun. Her name was Adayes, meaning the king's daughter. Her beauty was unparalleled, her spirit unbroken, and her heart untamed. She was a vision of grace and strength, a woman who stood her ground and yet had the gentleness of a dove. The king, known then as the young prince, was captivated. He was smitten by her radiant smile and the intelligence that sparkled in her eyes. He was drawn to her like a moth to a flame. His heart pounded in his chest like the drums of his ancestors calling him to battle. He knew then, she was the one. She was his first love. He courted her, not with the pomp and grandeur befitting a prince, but with sincerity and humility. He wooed her with his wit and charm, his kind heart, and his noble intentions. He won her over not as a prince, but as a man deeply in love. Their love story was one for the ages. It was a tale of passion and perseverance, of love that transcended social norms and royal expectations. Their bond was as strong as the ancient baobab tree, as deep as the African savanna, and as enduring as the mighty Nile. When they finally tied the knot, their union was celebrated with joyous festivities that lasted 7 days and 7 nights. The entire village rejoiced, for their love was a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of love. The king's first experience of love and marriage was with Adayes. She was his first wife, his first queen, and his first love. She set a precedent for the love and respect the king would show to all his future wives, shaping the man and the king he would become. And that was just the beginning, the first of many more to come. As time passed, the king's heart grew bigger, his affections wider. It was as if his heart was a vast savanna, capable of containing a multitude of loves, each one unique as the stars that bedazzled the African night sky. Each wife he took was like a new star, illuminating a different corner of his heart. There was Nia, the enchanting storyteller who spun tales as easily as she spun cotton. Her stories were a salve to his weary soul, a balm that eased the burdens of kingship. Then came Adana, a potter with hands that crafted more than just clay. She molded the king's heart with her kindness and humility, teaching him the value of simplicity. It was her gentle spirit that drew him in, her soft laughter that echoed within the chambers of his heart. There was Ola, the weaver of dreams and intricate baskets, whose nimbleness and creativity left the king in awe. Her baskets were a reflection of her mind, complex and beautiful, much like the labyrinth of his ever-growing love. And then there was Zuri, the healer, whose understanding of herbs and healing surpassed anyone in the kingdom. Her knowledge was vast, her wisdom deep. She healed not just his physical wounds, but also the unseen ones, the wounds of the heart, the soul. Each wife brought with her a unique gift, a special trait that added to the king's life and his growing family. His household was a vibrant tapestry of personalities, each thread interwoven with the next, creating a picture of harmonious polygamy. The dynamics in the king's home were a reflection of his heart, vast and accommodating. There were squabbles and disagreements, of course, but they were always resolved with love and understanding, the king's guiding principles. Every wife was a queen in her own right, ruling her corner of the king's heart with grace and dignity. And the king, he was a man of immense love, a man whose heart was a kingdom in itself, a kingdom that housed 50 queens. With every wife came a new chapter, a new story in the king's life. You must be thinking, 50 wives, how on earth did he manage? Well, let's delve into the king's marital philosophy. Our king, despite the staggering number of his wives, was a man who deeply valued love, unity, and respect. He believed that marriage was more than just a union between two individuals. It was a bond, a commitment, a promise of lifelong companionship and mutual respect. He held the view that love was an ever-flowing river, its current strong enough to reach each of his wives, without diminishing its intensity for any. Now you might wonder, how did he manage to divide his attention and affection among 50 wives? Well, the king had a rather unique approach. Instead of looking at it as dividing his love, he saw it as multiplying it. Each wife, in his eyes, was a unique individual with her own set of strengths, weaknesses, and quirks, and he cherished them all equally. His heart was like a grand mansion with 50 rooms, each room occupied by a beloved wife, each wife carrying a piece of his heart. The king's philosophy extended beyond just his marriages. It also formed the bedrock of his family structure. He believed that a family, no matter how large, could remain unified if there was mutual respect among its members. He instilled this philosophy into his children, teaching them to love and respect their mothers and each other. The family, under the king's wise leadership, was a harmonious orchestra, each member playing their part to perfection. His philosophy of unity, love, and respect was the glue that held his grand family together. It was a testament to his belief that love was not a finite resource, but an infinite wellspring that could be shared and spread without losing its essence. His family was a living embodiment of this philosophy, a testament to his belief in the power of love and respect. Indeed, managing 50 wives was no small feat, but our king did it with grace and charm. Behind every great man is a great woman, or in our king's case, 50 great women. This statement rings true as we delve into the king's life, his marriages, and the legacy he left behind. Our king lived a life that was nothing short of extraordinary. Each day was a whirlwind of love, laughter, and lessons. The king, a man of wisdom and warmth, was a beacon of strength and stability for his kingdom. His reign was marked by prosperity and peace, a testament to his leadership and the support of his 50 wives. His marriages were not just a symbol of his status, but a reflection of his beliefs. He firmly believed that every woman brought something unique to his life, a distinct flavor that enriched his existence. This belief was the cornerstone of his marital philosophy, a philosophy that was deeply rooted in love, respect, and equality. His legacy, however, extends far beyond his marital choices. It seeps into every corner of his kingdom, visible in the prosperity of his people and the unity of his large family. His 50 wives, each a queen in her own right, were pillars of strength for their communities. Their combined efforts led to the growth of the kingdom, both in terms of wealth and wisdom. The king's descendants, a lineage as vast and varied as his marriages, carry forward his legacy. They embody the values he held dear, the principles he lived by. They are a living testament to the harmony, unity, and love that characterized his family. The impact of his marital choices is evident even today. His kingdom is a tapestry of cultures, a melting pot of traditions, all unified under the banner of love. His 50 wives, his 50 queens, have left their indelible mark on the kingdom, each contributing to its unique identity. And so, our king's story is not just about his 50 wives, but about love, unity, and a legacy that will live on in the hearts of his people. A king, 50 queens, 1,000 stories.